What up, yo? What up? It's your boy Black once again, and yet another extravagant Black on Throwback Hip Hop Thursday segment. My favorite 2 years. This is one of those fortnight episodes that I promised you guys that I'll be bringing on. Remember, I said at some point that my favorite 2, I think it's only fair, and it's only proper if I do a fortnight episode as opposed to like an everyday episode. In that way, I would know the content that I'm bringing to you guys is as worth of authenticity and indoor that you guys wanna be like sitting down and watching and shit like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, welcome to that. This is episode 13, by the way, of Black on Throwback Hip Hop Thursdays. And yeah, today we're gonna be looking at another interesting recording artist, or rather was a recording artist from South Africa. Or should I just go out of the limb and say an African artist, because this dude, he just hopped around the world, in Africa as well in particular. So yeah, man, we're going to be taking a look at one of the, I would say, the founding fathers of South African hip-hop, or just the Southern African hip-hop, put it that way, yes. Just before I can continue with the segment, again, I would like to thank everybody who's been with me from like word jump. Man, you know who you are and shit like that. Yeah, man, let's get it popping, let's get it going all the time, I feel too. And for those of you guys who keep on coming to check up on this channel, but when they're gonna not, I said just stick around, man, stick around. And for those who decided to stick around, hey man, look, it's all love, baby. Let's get it, let's go. It's a song anyway. And yes, today, born in Zimbabwe, Harare, goes by the name, or rather he went by the name, you guys gonna have to bear with me on this one. It's kind of like a Shona name, and then the pronunciation is kind of like, a challenge, but let's try. His name is Hechichamunorwa Mount Zion Kwenda. Hechichamunorwa Mount Zion Kwenda. Also known by none other than Mischief. Y'all know Mischief, if you've been listening to South African hip-hop from mid-90s, yeah, you would know Mischief. But yeah, dude was born in Harare and then moved to South Africa. Or rather, he moved to the US. Syracuse, that's in New York. So he was 12 when he moved. I only came back to the Southern Africa, in particular South Africa, Kanye. JHB, that's when he came back and lived for most of his life. Also in Cape Town. I remember, yeah, Mjita used to claim Cape Town in his music. Yeah, man, Mischief, that's who we're talking about. Sadly, like I said, Mjita passed away in 2014, I believe. 2014, yeah, Mjita passed away in JHB. In 2014 September, yeah. So dude was born in Harare on the 23rd rather of June, in 1976. So Mischief was one of the greatest MCs ever, like graced in the mic, So there's a lot to talk about Mischief, because I think at some point it was also his work would take him to a radio, and I think on YFM was also a DJ. And also on Mnet back then, Mnet and Channel O was also one of those dudes who were like all up in your faces and stuff, with of course with the music genre and shit. When it moved to South Africa in 1990, okay, in the 90s obviously, but this album was dropped in 99, and again DJ Bionic's Eargasm Records is the one that we mentioned when we were covering with Specs, I think about a couple of weeks back, yeah. So Specs and Mischief was one of the dudes that was signed alongside Specs. We Eargasm Records, and yeah, the album was not really an album but an EP. Like, remember, we do that as well. We do albums and EPs. So yeah, but it's regarded as an album, but it's an EP, to be honest, because it's only like 9 tracks. So it's 5 original tracks, 1 remix, and then 3 instrumentals of 3 of the tracks in the album. So yeah, that's what makes it an EP to me, because there's only a few tracks in this. So yeah, man, the album was called, or rather the EP was called Life from All Angles. So yeah, tracks that you possibly know was one feature with the late TK Bani Samkumbulu. TK Tsiamo Minga, a princess from Limpopo. Yeah, she passed away also in 2006. May her soul rest in peace as well. So TK was one of the R&B princesses that ever come out of South Africa as well. So she was one and only feature on this album. So she was gracing, the vocals on one of the popular joints of the album, which the track that was called "The Place for a Wife." I also had visuals as well on Channel O, and also another track that I would like to Badi Kangani is Live from All Angles. So which basically covers, I think you should have a perspective of how life is. So yeah, you can't just take me at at face value and you need to to account as easy as I think that's basically what he talks about there. But okay, especially to the youth, because I remember conscious raps was always about to educate and to elevate about and how to think and how to act different circumstances in life. So we always gonna be distinctive in the point that rap music is always educational. As much as it's fine, it's also an educational platform for most. So yeah, man, an album, an EP that was dropped in '99 under Bionic's, Eargasm. It consists of these tracks that I just mentioned, like Place Called Home, Live from Different Angles. It's a track that is also sort of like a title album kind of track. So yeah, look out for that. And also another one that he produced himself called Fashionable. I remember Fashionable was featured on I think 2006. I think was if not Hype Sessions Volume 5. Yeah, because I think it was Caramel and Ray Gas. Caramel was one of the dudes that was always around Mischief when Umjita was still alive. Like I remember, like I said, Umjita was also a resident of Cape Town for a while. So all Caramel Cape Town residents. I mean, if you know Caramel is from the crew that was called Black Noise. Black Noise is still around, but it's just that Nabanda I was reading in the Facebook post Emil YX, which was another member on the Black Noise crew. But yeah, we'll just take a few moments and check out the tracks that we just mentioned on the album. Tracks like I just mentioned, Live from All Angles. Peep this, my face.
It's a reality right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to offend nobody. Just want to say the mere facts. You know what I'm saying? Because life comes from all angles. So listen up, put your ear to the speaker. Set it off. Now you black kids need to balance the home and street life. We're prone to be backstabbers, each with a rusty knife. Quick to want to take your brother's spot and steal his wife. You need to find a way like Q-Tip, Ali and fights. For your white kids, you need to refrain from stereotyping you day rights. You need to leave alone those crack pipes. Ignorance towards fear causes tears and folks like you decided not just the rave made your body high. So you knuckleheads out there, gangsterism is not the key to open no door, cause crime doesn't bring tea. Death is the answer, eventually plus the fee. Otherwise, you're in Portsmouth, Sun City, so black B. All you so-called players out there, protect your PPS. It's Africa pop now, HIV spread. If you're listening alone, when I'm done, don't tell your friends, cause it might be your crew that causes the sword to end. Hold tight, love, modern prostitution ain't right. If a nigga buys you a drink, you can expect a bumpy night. Street princess, future not bright, losing sight, no morals. And you see the tunnel light. The importance of the female makeup relates to nature. Let me protect ya, not to turn my head and wanna hate ya. I respect ya. Plus I know some niggas who wanna rape ya. This is all I saw in the middle of my triangle. Reality bites, it's just life from all angles. This is all I saw in the middle of my triangle. Reality bites, it's just life from all angles. My mom is in the room.
Yeah, man, Mischief, one of the greatest of it. Like I can just mention, this is one of the 4 founders of hip hop, Southern Africa. Because like I just mentioned, Jida was born in Zim. But I think when he finally found his calling in rap music was in New York, when he moved to New York, in Syracuse, in upstate New York. But anyway, so yeah, I think that's when he found out that this is what I want to do. Because I read somewhere that when he moved to New York at 12, he met up with this crew that his crew was known as South Pack. And not South Park like the TV show of it. I know we're gonna confuse this with the anime South Park. No. So join this crew called South Pack, as in PACK. So yeah, I believe that's when he found that, the love for hip hop music, and then he explored it up until he came down to South Africa, and then knew about him. So it was all over our TV screens, like I've just mentioned. Doing so, yeah, man. Big up to me, Mischief for that. And another track that I think was also that could pop up in the band is a track that he did with the late lady TK Minga. So yeah, we'll check that out as well. But another track that I would like to check is Fashionable. It's his joint, the one that I mentioned that was featured somewhere on the Hype Sessions Volume 5. So we'll check that one out, and and continue to talk a little about Mischief. There's not much to talk about Mischief more than the fact that this contribution into South African hip hop. And I mean, if you guys never heard of this guy, look him up. Like I said, unfortunately, I think I've been doing most of the Amajita that I know more in the past few segments. But that's just how it is, because we can't just let them go and then be forgotten. Not see as my contribution now when it comes to hip hop music. So we have to touch base on that as well. As much as they are no longer with us, but we still need to recognize their existence while they were with us, and the existence of Mkuluwabo when they are, during their time that they are no longer with us. So yeah, Mischief, another dope ass rhymer and rapper. Yeah, man. So another track, like I just said, we're gonna check out. Let's check out Fashionable before I can go on and talk about the feature. And play the feature with the TK. Let's check this song called Fashionable.
Yo, fashionable, fashionable, mischievous crew is fashionable. Two stress points for business, jealousy and hatred. MCs can't stand the fact that mischief is so sacred. Putting more heads to bed than euthanasia. The fact is, I make your town back from Zim to Asia. Guess who's roaming your world? The story untold. Never ending with the frequency that puts a hold on kids who refuse to realize I'm precious like gold. When I'm all known for being cold like ice and Sosa. Moving up the ladder with my black like Costa. While me and my rhymes stay tight like I didn't holster. I converse with the Milky Ways cause we're all stars. Got given world, I'm in the mix with 2 microphones. My clip is thick, but when you search you never find clothes. I'm in front in a battle, ready to cast the first stones. Ladies, my penetration is like a splinter. But just like the others, you complain I'm cold as winter. Since I'm the topic of your listening pleasure, I want to apologize, I heard your team is losing measure. Time over my old rhymes and can't measure. Joe Bird, look at me, don't you feel I should have raised y'all? When I rolled that line, kid, that you would amaze ya. Cause thoughts are so material, they said that I would phase ya. True that, in reaction is not debatable. All I wanna say, I'm international, I'm fashionable. An international, I'm see the ladies claim it's fashionable. Across country, thoroughbred in the stable. Pops never dropped the seed that spoke a label. I'm able to take you and the round table. An international, I'm see the ladies claim it's fashionable. Across country, thoroughbred in the stable. Pops never dropped the seed that spoke a label.
Bro, I mean, there ain't no fucking way this joint will never touch something in here. If you're a hip hop head or a hip hop stan, there's no fucking way, bro. This joint is too good not to love it. This is one of those boom baps kind of tracks. Like I said, he produced this joint himself, and yeah, it's man, it's one of those feel good kind of joints, and yeah, Mischief. I mean, his other project rather, that I think you guys should be on the lookout. Should be his album, which was called Supernatural, My Return. 2003, this one dropped out. So this will be a real complete album that will drop after this EP. 2003 dropped this under Gallo, I think it was under Gallo Records, yes. I think it's under Gallo Records. 2003 dropped this Supernatural My Return. So yeah, man, be on the lookout for that if you want to explore more of his music as a rapper or as an artist or as a producer for that matter. So yeah, again, this is an EP. It's not an album, whereby we'll be talking record sales or influences. Obviously, I mean, he's a rapper, so he influenced someone somewhere out there. So yeah, and what else did I want to say about Mjit? Oh yeah, the fact that after his death, producers they do this all the time. Even international DJs, they do this today. I mean, people who have passed on still producing like records today. So Mischief again has a verse. The album Rapper 2. It's a bonus track again. It's a bonus track that is so fucking mean, by. Just check it out. Album Rapper 2, the last track is a bonus track. Check it out of it on there. Yeah, man. Was just in cause about and some emphasis about okay, but they may go, but they are never forgotten. Especially when it comes to this kind of genre, this kind of music, which is rap music. So yeah, man, check that one out as well, just to hear how Mischief would sound today. Okay, how Mischief still sounds, yeah, bro. Yeah, and okay, another joint that I wanted to check, and lastly, and possibly the last one, because like I said, there's only like 5 joints that are originals, and then there's like 3 instrumentals from the 5 joints I just mentioned, and then 1 remix, which I don't see a point of playing a remix. It's a fashionable remix by the way, but I don't see a point if I can just play the kind of ingoma that you guys should be on the lookout on the EP. So, for instance, the one I was telling you about, Lena Fisher TK, it's another genre that you guys might check out. It's very nice with it. It's relaxed. It's called The Place for a Wife. Yeah, well, it's in the title, by The Place for a Wife. You know, like I always mention, but about rapper, they always have that sort of spot. Rappers fall in love too, with it. So yeah. Again, just for closing up, check out this EP from 1999. It's called Live from All Angles by none other than, I'm going to say this name again, Hechichamunorwa Mount Zion Kwenda, also known as Mischief. I salute Mischief, I salute Zim, I salute South Africa, JHB, Cape Town, I salute rappers galore that ever collaborated with Mischief, because they could see the potential, or the skill that he has, the lyricism that he could that he possessed. May his soul rest in peace. And for closure again, hip hop is art, and the trailer come back and tell us, tell me what is it that you would like to hear, what is it that I should improve on. And I may be calm today, maybe it's vodka, I don't know. But yeah, I think I'm calm as fuck today, which is for me kind of like getting knowing how to deal with this, in a way. But yeah, man, come back again for another fortnight episode of your boy Black on Throwback Hip Hop Thursdays. And I'm gonna play out again with this dude featuring this is for Pai Limpopo. May he have some rest in peace for the TK. Tiamo Miga, also known as TK. So I'm gonna play that joint with TK. Is called The Place for a Wife. Place for a Wife of it. And on that note, I'll be signing out, leaving you with love and nothing but love of it.
Yo, what's wrong with you?